Welcome, folks, to a spectacle, a tremendous light show hyping up this crowd as they get set for this matchup here tonight. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Notre Dame's offense trots out there to open this game. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
They stop him right at the 24.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
Boy, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got great field position now.
So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And 6 more points to the total.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know, Touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. So the Mids offense gets their first crack now. Hey, Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country, and he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football. Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And in first down, right back to the running game. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach, and he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Grabbed by the receiver. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Touchdown, Irish. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, this quarterback seems to be feeling it right now. That's his second touchdown pass in this game. Doing a great job of reading coverage and getting the ball out of his hands on time.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Bryant. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Running throwing play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Stop right there at the line, no gain. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fair catch made at the 35. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Carr. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. And the punt team now on to kick it away. See if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Now it's 2nd down here. Ball handed off. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Just exactly what you'd expect to see from Navy. Tough, physical running, and a 1st down to keep those sticks moving.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Brought to the turf, but made the 1st man miss on the way to the 1st down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. They're going to run it. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Just a pre-snap movement. Back in motion. The back Quarterback's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job at pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
Ball handed off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. They're going to run the option. Quarterback keeps the football. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. And we got a new set of downs.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
If you play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient, it's a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Ball handed to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll try the option play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. And now a carry here for the fullback. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Finds his target, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
They'll kick it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback still with the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Important 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other, that the defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll try the ground game here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Finds room at the 30. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on 3rd down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a receiver. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Here's the option play. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Here's a carry for the fullback. He's got the first and still going. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
On this drive, they converted twice on 3rd down. They need 6 yards here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well-designed play here on this dagger route. Looked like everything was in play. Unfortunately, the timing off between the quarterback and that vertical seam.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. He has first down yardage at the 46. Back to pass. It's Carr. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's dropped. It would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Short pass finds the tight end. Finally marked down after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. That's certainly part of calling an RPO. If everyone's not on the same page, you get an eager lineman look too far downfield. Grab down the middle. It's Fields. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Here's the second down play. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Quick pass, the catch is made, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's got room to run. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
The Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. In the red area, it's Love. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's a quarterback keeper. Oh, the ball is loose near the goal line. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, that's a free ball. Anybody can jump on that. The offense, presence of mind to see it and get on top of that. That's going to be a touchdown. What a play.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, I love to see the big guys get a chance to make a play like this. Usually it's the guys off the edge, the linebackers, maybe a blitz, but instead, the big fella at nose tackle gets the sack.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big 4th down coming up.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. This one will be fair caught. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Carr. The receiver grabs it. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using his legs, it's Love. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes off in a bootleg. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
On third down, he drops to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. QB decides to keep it here. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Now give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming 3rd down situation.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback's got it on the option. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Scrambling and throwing it deep. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Midshipmen. This quarterback on fire today. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. To the air. It's Carr. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Finds his man. It's Fields. They stop him, but it's a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. That's reeled in. It's Fields. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Back to pass. It's Carr. Makes a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. Breaks free. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a play by this defense. It strung the quarterback out on the pitch, did a nice job of being able to have assignment football. Everybody has a man. Nothing the offense could do there. That's just great defense.
A gain makes it second and medium. We'll try to run it with the option. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Pitches to the back. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Quarterback keeps it running left. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
And now from the pistol formation. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Love. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught behind the line. It's Fields. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
quarterback's got it again. Fights off a defender. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback still with the football. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Too much speed for the defense. Well, the energy really building now, Cricket. They're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Well, they feed the fullback here in the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Let's see if he can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to throw. It's Carr. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Stuffed on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And he takes it around the 20. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? He breaks free. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll throw it now. Makes the catch. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Caught over the middle. It's Howard. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
It's second down after that completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. They'll try the option play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Oh, that was going nowhere. The defense had that option scouted out perfectly on third down. What a big-time play. What will they do here now on fourth?
And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Fights off a defender. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He's got it with room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
To throw, it's Carr. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Love. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. And they've got him behind the line. Much better run defense this time.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Here's the option play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Love how this defense took the quarterback away, not allowing him to get the yards, making him pitch the ball, and then they just rally to the football. Now we got a big 4th down coming up.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. What a catch! And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route, and I think it really caught this defense off guard.
1st down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Gets rid of it on the move. Here's the target, and it's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that 1st down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. It's a toss to the left side. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense now behind the sticks on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. The back in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right. This one caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That's the fullback making the catch. It was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
They'll toss it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, the defense did a great job of mirroring the runner that time. Nowhere to go. Big loss in the game. They walled him off perfectly, brought him down before he could get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He finds some space. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. QB keeper all the way. comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking for a man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. QB keeps it himself.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on fourth down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Handoff from the shotgun. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And it's a bunch formation. The back's got it. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's a quarterback keeper. Breaks an open space. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That completion makes it second and short. Trying to find room. It's Love. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
They're 2 for 2 on third down this drive. It's third down and 7. That's a design quarterback keeper. Look out, room to run here. Breaks into the clear. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Pounding away with the run game. He gets loose. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. Can they get it going again here? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
A play action, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch.
Well, not a whole lot of options there for the quarterback. Ends up trying to pitch it out, gets some yards, but not enough for the first down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Toss play to the outside. Defense not fooled on the toss play. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass is caught, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
They look to throw it here on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Finds his target. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Here we go. Navy lines up 1st and goal. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They are down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Down big in the 4th quarter. Might as well go for it here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged him behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.